So Canelo has come out saying that he saw Jacobs beating Golovkin. And goddamn, these Golovkin fanboys, they got all pissed off over this. They can't believe it. It was Canelo. They don't want to hear that from Canelo. I mean, I know they heard it from so many other people. Because he's not the only one. Canelo ain't the only one that said this. A lot of people have said this already. A lot of people in boxing have said that Jacobs beat Golovkin. But they don't want to hear it from Canelo. No, get the fuck out of here. They're going to have a heart attack, man. This is exactly what Canelo said. He said, we saw what we knew already about him. Everything we saw was everything we knew already about him. So it was nothing new to us. We saw what we knew already, and that exposed him. My personal opinion, I saw Jacobs winning. I think Jacobs won. Later on, he goes on to say, there's many ways to beating him. There's many ways, not only that way, not only the way that Jacobs beat him. There's many ways. So there it is. That's what Canelo said, and I totally agree with him, like so many other people would do. I mean, he lost, man. Golovkin was not only exposed, he lost. I mean, sorry. He looked average, completely average. As soon as what a coincidence. As soon as he fought a fucking really good fighter, he looks average, man. Just like a one-trick pony, man. One-dimensional, man. Like just like Kovalev. They just got power, man. Just got power. I mean, Golovkin looked fucking worse than fucking Kovalev. Kovalev still put up a fight against fucking... He put up a better fight. He looked better against Andre Ward. And that's against a fucking pound-for-pound fighter. This guy against Jacobs, just the number 2 best fighter in middleweight. He looked fucking average, man. And I've also, when the fight was over, the Jacobs and Golovkin fight, a lot of people were going on social media, everywhere in the comments, saying, "Oh man, I changed my opinion now. I think Canelo would definitely beat Golovkin." And all the Golovkin fanboys were getting mad, defending that shit, defending those comments by saying, "Get the fuck out of here, man. Jacobs is way better." When the fuck have you ever seen Canelo move the way that Jacobs was moving? When have you ever seen good footwork by Canelo like the one that Jacobs displayed against Golovkin? And then I was thinking, nah, man, these fools are wrong, man. They're trying to act like if that's the way that Jacobs beat Golovkin. No, it wasn't. They're trying to make it seem like he was just, running all over the place and shit, moving all over the place. No, he wasn't. He was fucking exchanging with fucking Golovkin, man. He was going at him. He was landing some fucking hard-ass blows, man. He had some footwork, some movement. And that was mostly because he was, going back and forth from orthodox to southpaw. I mean, but he was standing there, man, exchanging with him. And then the other thing is, why they acting like if that's the only way you could avoid fucking somebody's punches? Because they're trying to say that how would Canelo avoid punches from fucking Golovkin? Since when has there only been one way to fucking avoid punches? And we all know that Canelo is really good at avoiding punches. He fucking learned that. He learned something from that fucking loss to fucking Mayweather. He already knew how to avoid punches, but he has gotten better and better. Everybody knows his defense has gotten a lot better, man. And he displayed it right there on the Cotto fight too, man. You could tell he didn't even go for the knockout on that one. He was just trying to outbox him, and he made him miss a lot. I put up them stats a while back, and I forgot how many fucking punches he made Cotto miss. Canelo made Cotto miss like 500 fucking punches, I think. He was fucking avoiding punches like we all know Canelo does with that head movement, that waist movement, that counter punching. He has all that, man, and it's just getting better and better. So all this shit that it has to be the footwork, the only way to avoid punches, the way they try to make it seem. So first off, Jacobs wasn't just doing that. He had some of it, but not the entire fight. He was exchanging with Golovkin. He was landing some good ass fucking leather on his ass. And then second is Canelo got his own way to slip punches, man. We all know that shit. So they're talking out of their ass right there. So yeah, I mean, they're all butthurt because it's coming from Canelo. But I mean, if it was only Canelo saying that shit, that would be kind of like, like fucking, like they were trying to use fucking Mayweather's word when Mayweather came out saying that he thought that Kovalev beat Andre Ward, and everybody was going around, even the same people that don't fucking like Mayweather, they were using his word as to fucking make it seem like that was the fucking, that was the ultimate judge right there. Oh, Mayweather said it. Oh, Mayweather said it. Well, Mayweather just came out saying now that Golovkin came up short against Jacobs. So you see what I mean? It's not Canelo the only one out there saying that shit. Because the only one out there saying stupid shit like that was also Mayweather. Mayweather's terrible at judging fights. When he did the third fight with Pacquiao and Bradley, he came out saying that shit was a draw. And people were saying he's a fucking dumbass and this and that, and he's stupid at judging fights. The same people that were saying that shit, now we're using his word as the final ruling by saying that, oh, he came out saying that Kovalev beat Andre Ward. Well, there you have it. I'll take his word over any fan because he's a legend. And now that he came out saying that Golovkin came up short against Daniel Jacobs, they don't want to hear about fucking Mayweather's opinion. It's just his fucking opinion. That's it. That's all it is. We all know how bad he is at judging. See how they keep flip-flopping, how they like to use fucking Mayweather in certain situations? That's fucking laughable, man. These Golovkin fanboys be sounding so fucking desperate out there, man, sometimes. And the reason I'm saying Golovkin fanboys, and I'm bringing up how they were using that Kovalev against Ward, using Mayweather's opinion, is because we all know that most of fucking Kovalev fans are fucking Golovkin fanboys. We all know that shit because they jumped on that fucking bandwagon as soon as Andre Ward signed up to fight Kovalev. Because we all know that he picked up all those fucking Golovkin fanboy haters Andre Ward did when he fucking embarrassed his boy by offering a fight, and their boy fucking Golovkin turned it down. So that's the way it is, man. These guys are out there fucking putting their foot in their mouth, and I mean, they're fucking talking out of their ass, flip-flopping on everything, man. Now they don't want to use Mayweather's word. He came out saying that fucking Golovkin came off short. So that's what I'm saying. I mean, Canelo ain't the only one out there saying that fucking Golovkin lost. But they're going to crucify him for this shit now. Oh, they're all pissed off. Now they're bringing up all the close fights that Canelo had and saying that he lost those. They even going as far as saying that fucking Canelo lost the fucking Cotto fight. That's fucking laughable, man. Come on, man. Don't go that fucking far. Fuck you gonna say next that fucking Angulo was beating fucking Canelo, and if it wasn't for the fucking stoppage, it was a terrible stoppage, or else he would have fucking knocked him out in the late rounds. Come on, man. Don't go that far. I mean, I understand if you fucking say the Lara fight. That's understandable. That was a close fight up in the air, man. But come on, go as far as saying fucking Cotto. He shouldn't be talking because he even lost to Cotto. Like, come on, man. Quit it, man. Stop. I know it hurts. And a lot of these fucking fanboys, man, they were all fucking clowning too when the Golovkin fanboys, they were clowning when Andre Ward just beat Kovalev, and everybody calling it a robbery and this and that. And they kept on putting all these memes up in the fucking on social media and the memes were reading with talking about Golovkin's face on it and saying that 12 rounds decision, what's that? Making it seem like if he never had to deal with those kind of problems. He would never have to deal with those problems because, he's a KO machine. And boom, right after doing all that is what happened. Look at what happens to Golovkin. It turns around on his ass. Now he's got one of those fucking gift decisions on his record, huh? What happened to all that, man? What happened to all those memes? They disappeared quickly, man. Because they were really confident in fucking... His fanboys, Golovkin fanboys, were really, really fucking confident on their boy. Because it was all fake. It was a fake myth that he was this fucking unbelievable you couldn't stop this guy, man. He was like a machine. You guys even saw all those memes too, man. There was like fucking doing machines with Golovkin's face on it and everything. And I really believe that all these fans believed all that hype, man. They built it and they believed it. But it was only because he was fighting these certain fucking fighters, man. And as soon as he fought the fucking good fighter, we're not even talking about a top-notch fighter, not to knock on Jacobs, but we're not talking about a top pound-for-pound fighter here. We're talking about Jacobs. He was really good, and he was the number 2 best middleweight. That's about it. But that's really good. That was enough to expose this motherfucking myth, this Kazakh myth. That was enough. See what I'm saying? That's why that motherfucker was turning down fights like Ward, Andre Ward, and ignoring challenges like Erislandy Lara, and now taking fucking forever to sign this fucking lucrative fucking contract against Canelo, 3 times more than he's ever earned. 15 million plus pay-per-view revenue. I mean, these are top fighters, man. I mean, Lara is not a fucking pound-for-pound fighter, of course, but he's considered one of the best boxers. He's a true boxer. Oh, he just runs. He's boring. Bullshit. He moves. And look at what all these fanboys were saying. How is Canelo going to beat him if he doesn't have any footwork? But who has footwork? Lara does, doesn't he? He's all over the fucking place. And that's another reason why he was avoiding them type of fighters, the smart fighters, man. The top fighters, the elite fighters, man. Well, I'm not going to say he's an elite fucking Lara, but that's a top fighter, top boxer right there. And look at that shit, man. That was another thing that came through my mind when I was watching that Golovkin fight against Jacobs. Lara. Look at that shit. Jacobs was using some movement, but like I said, the majority was fucking exchanging. He was exchanging with fucking Golovkin. But imagine Lara, man, he would have had some major problems with fucking Lara. And what happened to all this fucking badass cutting off the ring and shit type of fighter that he is, Golovkin? If you're fucking trying to insinuate that's all he was doing, a bunch of footwork and all over the place, Jacobs, then you were talking about fucking Golovkin being unbelievable at cutting off the ring too. What happened there? As soon as he fought a good fighter, he forgot how to cut the fucking ring off? So, these fucking fanboys, man, they're going through a tough fucking time. And I'm fucking loving it. I wish they were going through a fucking tougher time. And they would have that official fucking loss like they should. Fucking Golovkin needs to have that official loss on his record. He fucking lost that fight. But I love that they're going through this tough moment, man, because they just keep on talking out of their fucking ass, man. And another thing that I saw, the fucking Andre Ward fight. Andre Ward talking about coming down to 168 to meet Golovkin at 168. I mean, Golovkin fanboys should be completely against that, right? Because to discredit Andre Ward against Chad Dawson, that's what they always fall back on. They always say, oh, well, Chad Dawson was weight drained. He was drained. He had to come down from 175 to 168. That's the way they always fucking discredit Andre Ward for that victory. Always. Oh, they just laugh about it. He drained them. And they even have the nerve to say that Andre Ward drained Chad Dawson. And when it was clear that it was Chad Dawson calling him out, Chad Dawson saying he would go down to 168, just like Andre Ward is doing now, saying he will go down to 168. They had the nerve to say that it was him draining them. So, I mean, are these fanboys, are they really in favor of that? I mean, because if that happens, I mean, and Golovkin ends up pulling out a fucking miracle and ends up beating fucking Andre Ward at 168, you shouldn't get any credit, right? Because according to your logic, I mean, it would be, he's fighting a drained fighter. Right? That's the first thing that ran through my head when I heard that he was willing to go down to 168. I'm like, well, they should have a problem with that, right? So yeah, these Golovkin fanboys, man, they're all over the place all the time, especially when they're hurting. They had not been hurting until now, the way they are now. This hurts. They're watching everything going around, and a lot of people are saying that Golovkin lost, but now to put a cherry on top on their hurting, to put a cherry on top on their pain, the one and only Canelo came out saying it too. Damn, that must fucking hurt, huh? That irritates like a motherfucker, huh? Put some of that baby powder on that fucking butthurt, motherfuckers. Because it's fucking true. I think even Chavez Sr. came out saying that shit too, man. That Golovkin lost that fight. Even him. And yeah, that's the way it is, man. You have to live with it. You guys like clowning Andre Ward, that they never giving him credit for that victory against Kovalev. Clowning Canelo, never giving him victory for giving him credit for that victory over Lara. Well, there you have it now, motherfuckers. Enjoy your fucking gift. It's all a product of your own fucking logic. Somebody that you don't like has a close fight, you automatically consider it a fucking robbery. Well, there you have it. Enjoy yours, because you just got one. I'm out.